Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear student, assalamu alaikum. The topic of our discussion is buy. That means sale agreement. And it is a method of trade financing in Islam. How to finance the trade. Buy in general is said to all type of sales in Islam, and there are numerous types of sales in Islam. These buys are in different forms are the source of financing the trade and production. We will study in this lecture that how the trading activity, finance and production, how trading activity, sale and purchase, exchange of goods and finance is generated in Islam. Before studying buy as-salam, we will study in detail the sale agreements in Islam, the various buys in Islam. What is buy and what are its different types? Buy, sale contract in Islam. As we studied that sale means the exchange of goods and services with the other goods and services. Or money is also a good. Sales mean the exchange of goods and services with money. That is also a sales agreement, right? So we study what is sales and what are its various types in Islam. Sales, buy, is a commonly defined in Sharia as the exchange of a thing of value by another thing of value with the mutual consent. Mean that you are exchanging goods and services with the goods and services both have values with the consent of each other. That is, so the basic meaning of the buy is the sale contract. The sale or the exchange of goods and services with the goods and services with the consent of each other. For example, the sale of commodity in exchange of cash is also a buy or a sale agreement. There are numerous types of sale agreements. Most common are listed here. Number one is buy musawwama. Buy musawwama. It refers to the normal sale in which cost price is not known to the buyer. Means seller and buyer make a sale contract where the buyer doesn't know about the cost price of the commodity or the good, and they mutually bargain for the price of that commodity. Of course, the buyer want least prices, low prices agreement, while the seller want high price agreement, and then depends upon the condition they bargain with each other and settle a mutual price. The second one is buy murabaha. It refers to the sale in which cost of the good and profit amount is known to the buyer. That is the very proper sale agreement, that is buy murabaha, where the seller tell the buyer about the cost of the good and the profit he is obtaining from that particular product which is he selling to the buyer. So it is the most prominent type of sale agreement in common. Number 3, buy muqayyida. Buy muqayyida. It refers to a barter sale excluding currency sale. This is a type of sale where the money is not involved. There is no use of money. It is a barter agreement. Barter means that the goods are exchanged for goods. Physically good are exchanged with physically good. Goods are not exchanged with the currency or money, right? This is a barter sale agreement. And the fourth one is buy sarf. It refers to the sale of gold, silver and currency. It is a currency sale and purchase. It is the precious metal sale and purchase. The foreign exchange company do the buy sarf, where they make contact of sale and purchase of the currency at spot time. In future, they can do both type of exchanges of the currency in spot as well as in forward market. Number 5, buy as salam. That is the focus of our today's discussion, will be buy as salam. That is the major source of financing in Islam for trading and production process. Before I define the buy as salam, I tell you the concept of buy as salam. That buy as salam is that contract where the buyer of the product make payment in the spot to the seller of the product, and the seller then produce the goods and service and then supply the buyer in the future. It's mean that this is the basic concept which is used in the time of our holy prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to ban the interest rate. That is the major Islamic source of financing for the particularly agri production. As we know nowadays in this time, our agri grower, agri producer usually take loan from the bank at the start of the season and then pay the loan back after the season when they sell their goods and services. Some agri growers make contract with the companies like tobacco companies. They take loan from the tobacco company and then they produce goods and services, sell to them on a prescribed agreement. So buy is like this, but buy is used to eliminate the interference of interest rate in the production and financing, trade financing process. So that's why we use buy as a Islamic mode of financing for trade and the production. Buy as salam. It is a kind of sale in which full payment in advance, spot, that is spot payment, while the delivery of good is deferred to the future date. That is the feature of the buy as salam, where the buyer make full payment at spot in the current time, and the good is delivered in the future on a future agreed date with the future agreed term and with agreed quality. Number 6, buy istisna. It refers to the sale in which commodity is sold before it comes into existence. It is basically an order of manufacturing. Like the order of manufacturing, previously the agreement is made about the purchase of goods and services, and the company is ordered to produce in such a quantity and of such a quality goods and services, and the sale agreement is contacted. Buy muajjal. It refers to the sale in which delivery of good is at spot, while payment of price is deferred to the future date. Cost is unknown in buy muajjal. That's again like the buy as salam. Buy muajjal is also an important trade financing deal or a source of trade financing, where the good is delivered at spot to the buyer and buyer pay it in the future, right? And the cost and price of the good is unknown to the both parties, to the buyer parties, and they settle the price with the negotiation, with the mutual agreement, and that is a major source of financing different deals of trade in nowadays. Buy talia. It is a type of sale where sale price is equal to cost of good. That is, the manufacturer sell the good at the price at which it produce goods and services. That is, price is equal to the marginal cost. Like in perfect competition, every producer sell goods at that price which is equal to its marginal cost. And number 9 is buy wadiya. It is a type of sale where sale price is less than the cost of goods, and this is an agreement type sale where the producer is selling goods and services at the price which is lower than its producing cost. Now coming towards our basic topic, that is Bai Salam, and we define Bai Salam. Seller agrees to supply specific good to the buyer at future date. The seller agrees to supply specific good to the buyer at future date in exchange of an advanced price fully paid at spot. What seller agrees? That it will produce goods and services that will be supplied in the future. And the Bai Salam is mainly conducted in agri production process, where before the season people make agreement with the government, with the factories, with the sugar mills, with the tobacco companies, right? And if that is Bai, that will be Islamic. If that is not Bai, that will be un-Islamic. And the seller agrees to supply specific goods to the buyer at future date and in exchange of an advanced price fully paid at spot. And the buyer of the Bai Salam contract will pay the full price at spot in the present, and the seller will use this money to produce goods and services and will sell to the buyer, will supply to the buyer at the agreed time of and agreed quantity and agreed quality. Price is in cash, but the supply of good is deferred, right? Price is paid in spot, while goods supplied in the future. The background of the Salam, Bai Salam. What was the origin of the Bai Salam? Before the prohibition of interest, farmer used to get interest based loan for growing crops and harvesting. After prohibition of interest, they were allowed to do salam transaction. This helped them to get money in advance for their needs. During the days of our Prophet, the caravans used to get interest based loan for purchasing the commodities. After prohibition of interest, they were allowed to do salam. Mean that before the Islam, the grower of agriculture products take loans on a specified interest rate, and then after selling their produced goods and services, they pay back the loan along with the interest rate. But when Islam forbidden the interest rate, they use Bai Salam as a source of production and trading. The purpose of Salam. Why Salam is conducted? Salam is conducted to meet the needs of small farmer who need money to grow their crops and to feed their family up to the time of harvest. To meet the need of working capital, right? This advance money will fulfill their need of working capital. To meet the need of liquidity problem. Of course, liquidity problem arise when for the daily payments you have no money in your pocket, and it solves their liquidity problem. To meet the needs of trader for import and export business, that's also give finance to the importer and exporters. Benefits of the Salam. Who is benefited of the Salam? Salam is beneficial to the seller because he receives the price in advance. The seller receives the price of his product in advance, and it is beneficial for the buyer as well. Also, because normally the price in Salam used to be lower than the price in the spot sale, right? The Salam price of goods will be lower than the spot rate of the same commodity and the same quality of the commodity. And of course, the Bai Salam also save the buyer from the fluctuation in the prices of that particular commodity. The price of that particular commodity when the production is ready may be high or may have some other price, but the buyer will pay the same price as agreed. The basic condition of Bai Salam. These condition applies also all buys. Whatever type of buys you do, these conditions are applied, and we are focusing only on Bai Salam. The basic condition for the validity of sales in Sharia are there. This is not three, these are there. The condition number 1 is the purchase commodity must be existing. Mean that what you purchase that must exist. Mean that that is in the process of production. That product may exist in reality. You cannot make a sale agreement for that product which may not exist, which may have no existence in the world. Number 2, the seller should have acquired the ownership of that good. Mean that the seller have that product in his ownership. Number 3, the commodity must be in physical or constructive possession of the seller. Mean the seller may have physically possessed the commodity, or the construction of the commodity is in process. Number 4, the unconditional basis. There must be no condition for the sale contract, meaning that there must be no if and buts in the agreement. Number 5, product have the value. The product which is exchanged during the buy a salam agreement must have a value or price. Number 6, buy on such product which is which is permissible in Islam. Yes, the buy a salam or any buy is allowed only and only for those products which are permissible in Islam. Number 7, product must be identified clear with all demanding qualities. Yes, the product must be identified and must be according to the qualities that are demanded by the buyer. Number 8, not based on any incident struggle. Mean that the product must be certain and must be through a process of production. That must not be came into existence by an incident or in a very short period of time. Number 9, the price must be clearly identified. The price of the product must be clearly identified. These are the basic condition of the buy salam. Not only these conditions are for buy salam, but for all type of buys. These condition applies to all type of buys. Now there are some specific condition for the salam agreement, for the salam contract. Number 1, it is necessary for the validity of salam that the buyer pays the price in full to the seller at the time of effecting the sale, because the basic wisdom of allowing salam is to fulfill the instant need of the seller. If it is not paid in full, the basic purpose will not be achieved. In the basic or specific condition of salam are that the payment to the seller must be instant and in the spot time, and the payment must be in full. That must not be in parts, or there must not be a partial payment. Number 2, only those goods can be sold through the salam contract in which the quantity and quality can be exactly specified, like wheat, like rice, like other commodities which are traded, that can be specified in quantity and quality. But the precious stone cannot be sold on the basis of salam, because each stone differ in quality, size, weight, and their exact specification is not possible. Number 3, all details in respect to the quality of goods sold must be expressly specified, leaving no ambiguity which may lead to dispute. Number 4, it is necessary that the quantity of the commodity is agreed upon is in absolute term. It should not be measured or weighted in its usual measure. Number 5, salam cannot be effected on the particular commodity or on a product of particular field or farm. A supply of wheat of a particular field or the fruit of the particular tree, since there is a possibility that the crop is destroyed before delivery, and given such possibility the delivery remain uncertain. In that case, you cannot make contract of the production of a particular field or for a particular tree. You must make a contract of the quantity of the goods and the quality of the good. and as the production from the field or the tree remain uncertain, hence for an uncertain product you cannot make a salam contract. Number 6, the exact date and place of the delivery must be specified in contract. Number 7, the salam cannot be effected in respect of things which must be delivered at spot. Salam between wheat and barley mean that you cannot make a salam contract for the product which are exchanged in spot. Number 8, the commodity of salam contract should remain in the market right from the day of contract up to the date of delivery, or at least at the date of delivery. Yes, before the date of delivery you must bring the product in the market and hand over to the buyer. Number 9, there should be actual delivery of the commodity. Yes, there must be actual delivery of the commodity. So these were the basic condition of buy salam. Now we go ahead with the delivery of salam goods. Before the delivery, goods will remain at the risk of seller. Mean that if the goods are destroyed before the delivery, the responsibility lies with the seller. After the delivery, the risk will be transferred to the purchaser or buyer. Number 3, the possession of the good can be physical or constructive. Mean that you must physically own the good, or the good is in the construction process. Number 4, transferring of the risk and authority of use and utilization, consumption are the basic ingredient of the constructive possession. Mean that you are now transferring the possession of the good to the buyer and allow him to use and consume the goods as he want. The next is khayar, that after the delivery of the good. After taking delivery, the purchaser has the option of defect. Mean that if there is any defect in the quality of the good, or there is any defect in the quantity of the good, and the purchaser can have an option of defect, and he can complain the sellers, and he can sue the seller to provide the goods as were demanded in the quality and quantity. That is called khairul aib. Not option of seeing, khair ru'yat, mean that after seeing the good, the buyer cannot say that he is not buying the good. But if there is any defect, the buyer can ask the seller about the defect and about the compensation of that defect. The next is option available for purchaser after taking delivery. What are the option to the purchaser when he purchased the good? What are the option for using or selling the good that he had buy? Now parallel salam, that is the possibility for the purchaser of parallel salam after the execution of salam agreement. Mean that the seller has supplied the required goods and services to the buyer, with one party, buyer or seller, execute another salam agreement with third party, right? Mean that if the buyer buy the goods and the goods are supplied to him, then the buyer can make another salam agreement with the other party, third party. Condition for parallel salam, this is called parallel salam. Mean that there is two agreements parallel run, one from the producer to the buyer and the other is from buyer to the other buyer. Now there must be two different and independent contracts. These two contracts cannot be tied up, and the performance of one should not be contingent on the other. Mean that there must be two different independent contracts between the one contract is between A and B, and the other contract will be between B and C. right? Number B, parallel salam is allowed with third party only, mean that you cannot do the parallel salam with the supplier of the good. The B cannot do a parallel salam with the A, but it can do it with C. Sorry. This is a graphical presentation of the parallel salam. This is the salam sale, mean that he is delivering the good to the buyer. The buyer may be bank, or the buyer may be a person, right? That is purchaser here, and then the bank or buyer sell that commodity to any other person, and this is termed as parallel salam. So we have discussed today by a salam or by agreement. Inshallah, we'll meet with the next class with the next new topic, inshallah.